Hey y'all, Nomad here. So in this video I'm going to talk about my views on morality and how it changed from a Christian background morality perspective to a more personal self-thought, in a way, morality. So here it goes. So I used to have a very strict Christian morality perspective, right? As in like believe in the Ten Commandments, all these tradition, get circumcised, do all of these things in Deuteronomy, or even sometimes the New Testament. You know, if you slap, give, turn the other cheek, and all that, right? Which is, in a way, I guess, if you want to believe that, I have no issues with other people believing that. But what I do have is other people enforcing that belief on me. And yeah, in a way, it's hard to deal with such people. But anyways, that's a topic for another video, I guess, dealing with such people. But I've changed from that type of fixed morality into more of like this morality that is subjective. I view morality now as subjective, even to the point that I think there's no right or wrong, in a way. Okay, what do I mean by that? So most people would say, oh, in the Christian world, morality is objective. Like there are a set of truths and sin or false things that are determined by God, but they do not realize that God itself is a subject. Which, if you're talking about objective morality, then your morality comes from a subject, which is God, or Jesus, or Buddha, or whatever, right? And what I've come to learn is that, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to come from one source. It can come from multiple sources, and you process it, and it becomes your own compass, your own guide, in a way, to think for yourself. And that is one of the things that I think the mindset that helped me is to be aware and be mindful and to know life and morality from my own perspective. I used to say in one of my videos that everything is permissible, and I do believe that. Everything is permissible. I wouldn't go into details, but like everything, there's no good, there's no evil. Everything is neutral, okay? But the thing is, you have to realize that is everything that you're doing or every concept that you're believing, does it serve you in a way? Does it make your life enjoyable, better in your own view in this world? What kind of life are you planning to live out? Because if you're like me and you don't believe in hell or heaven, which is one of the fear-mongering tools which kept people in chain of believing that this is the only life they have, probably, because I don't know, to be honest, but it's better off than believing there's another life, which makes you feel that, oh, we have to do good here so that we can attain heaven later, or we believe and preach the gospel and all the other religious stuff that I used to believe in. I think it's better for me to assume that this is the only life I have, and I don't know what lives I have after I'm dead, but right now I'm thinking that, I don't know, this might be the only life I get. This is the only people I'm gonna know, the experience and all that, so why not make the most of it? Because this is the only life I know I have. But yeah, that's that. There's no right or wrong. Ideas are just, grand concept that you decide you want to buy into or not. But I'll get into that later perhaps. But anyways, guys, that's it for the video, and let me know what you guys think.